talk about the outdoors and life in America today, I think what you have to realize is that they intertwine one another. The history of our country goes back to the French that came here as fur trappers way back in the day, in the Hudson Bay Company. And my roots as a trapper intertwine with that. Everybody's seen Jeremiah Johnson, you know, and you start to think about the history of our country and the people that moved west and the gold prospecting days, and of course the buffalo herds, and Theodore Roosevelt. Our history in wildlife management and hunting and conservation in this country is unlike no other place on earth. And it's just a fascinating career choice to be involved in the outdoors, whether you're a fishing guide or hunting guide or game warden or television producer on a big network doing hunting and fishing and outdoor stuff. It's an honor and a privilege to do it for me, I know that. And being here at Legends of the Outdoors and seeing a lot of my peers and friends, pretty humbling experience.
I grew up with a family that hunted and friends and everybody I knew hunted. I started going to a few turkey calling contests and won a few of those and started building my own calls. And people started asking me more about them and asking me questions. And next thing I know, a store bought some of them from me and said, "Hey, come in here and show these people how to use these." I came into the store to show them how to use my turkey calls, and a guy came in from a college and said, "Hey, we've got this big program for turkey hunting and the guy can't make it, but you can do a seminar." I didn't even know what a seminar was. And they threw me on the stage with 300 people, and I've never really looked back.
We're really fortunate Gary had the heart and the drive and the determination to put this together, and he had a dream to recognize people in the outdoor world, hunting, fishing, that outdoor lifestyle. I think that one of the key things is it kind of put people out there that are either notable or have had great accomplishments. It gives people something to look up to and realize that it's all about giving, and the greatest symbol of that, we always recognize conservation. If you always look in the middle of that word, it says serve. You listen to these people who recognize, the number one thing you'll notice is that they're all great servants. Servants of who they're all around, their families, but also of the wildlife that we have. So I think that's one of the greatest things, to put people out there that who have achieved a lot, and the rest of the world realize what great servants they are.
So when you talk about Hall of Fames and people that go into them, they got one thing in common. I told Taxi, I said they didn't really have a map, you know, because there's not a lot of educational stuff for this outdoor type industry. There was no maps, and but if you think about it, maps are kind of for followers. They're not for leaders. And leaders don't read maps; they make them, and that's why they ended up in this place.
years old, schoolboy trapper from Columbus, Ohio. Just love the outdoors. The ring of a trap chain and muskrat or raccoon on the other end. I basically turned my schoolboy hobby into a profession.
I started hunting with the media. I learned early on with some newspaper guys, if I go out with the outdoor media, the coverage really worked well to help me sell my product and myself. And one of my near old friends from this industry, Ben Rogers Lee, said never go in the woods without an outdoor rider. And I took him up on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mojo Outdoors. Welcome to the magic world of Mojo Outdoors. I reminded of some story, you know, when we started the company Mojo, we wasn't planning on doing anything, accomplishing anything. We were just going to make some decoys. And when Cuz was talking a while back, when he went into Tox's office, there was a piece of plywood on the air conditioner. When we started Mojo, my partner Murray, I was referring to, had a used, we went to used car, the junk car place where they were robbing parts off of. And he didn't want to do that anymore, so we decided we'd make these decoys. We knew we had something going on with that spinning wing concept, but all we do is that we thought some people would buy some decoys, so let's make some. So we took this old junkyard, and our office was an old portable building.
That you have looked up to and watched on television, on videos and things, and you watch their seminars, that you're in a room where all these people are and they're your friends, and then I wake up and go, wow, this is not a dream, no, it's really here.
Well, it is surely an honor to be up here on stage and to be in the presence of all you great people. And this little guy like me, I came from Louisiana, and so I pulled a tube out of my throat. When I did that, it altered my voice, and it allows me to do a lot of different unique sounds. And I'll do something for you guys here today. Canadian goose. We're doing Mallory. We're doing spec, I want to say it's truly an honor to be out here, to be with you guys. I look up to so many of you in the outdoor industry, and it pushes me to drive to do what I do. And I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart.
ESPN in 1992. I spent 20 years on ESPN Outdoors doing hunting, fishing, and adventure type programs. My current TV series is called Territories Wild. It airs on Outdoor Channel, and it's basically a chronological history of my bow hunting and kind of a diary of my bow hunts around the world.
Exciting to see Bob Seeley go in. I grew up on Sam Rayburn. Hanks Creek runs through the back of my dad's property.
Wow, being inducted to the Hall of Fame, what it was like, it was unbelievable. In this hunting industry that I'm involved in, I've been in this 30-something years. Most of the folks that were here, like Cuz Strickland, to give you an example, good friends like Harold Knight, I've known them since the 70s.
To Dan Moultrie, I've been using Moultrie feeders and cameras, ever since I started deer hunting. Thank you for making them affordable to a young kid that just got started hunting.
I went to the northern peninsula of Michigan, bought some land with trapping money, built a log cabin, and became what I wanted to be, a professional trapper. And I made my very first how to trap video in 1984, fox and coyote trapping east to west. Sold $100,000 worth of videos in 2 months. No one had ever done anything like it. And I ended up quitting my government trapper job and starting a small business, Tom Miranda's Competition Line Lures.
Mason, thank you for recognizing our industry. Great quick story on Gary. He recruited my son Daniel to fish for him. Daniel, I don't know where he got off on fishing. We'd always been a hunting family. He's fishing now, and I asked him, I said, this is great. And I said, Daniel, I spent almost 40 years trying to develop a brand in the outdoors and the hunting field, and you're going into fishing? And he said, Dad, that's brand extension. And so,
most people don't realize what goes on behind the scenes. That's why we have the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame induction ceremony. And again, on behalf of Gary and the board members and the Legends of the Outdoors National Hall of Fame, we thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this and to help to continue growing this awesome organization.
"5 a.m. can't come soon enough for folks like these. There's more than just a job to do, so they hit their knees. No, they recognize the need for all they do to provide a better future outdoors for me and you. They're what most folks want to be, but most folks won't ever see all it takes and what goes on behind the scenes. Designing new calls and building boats, outdoor writers and TV hosts, producing shows and stories so the whole world knows about new techniques for catching bass and better reels for smoother cast. They sure take pride in everything they do. And there's no challenge that they won't work through. So they tirelessly keep going on. They work their fingers to the bone. They spend way too much time in the field and away from home. You can be sure they know what all this hard work is for. So now we honor you as legends, legends of the outdoors. You tirelessly keep going on, work your fingers to the bone. Spend way too much time in the field and away from home. You can be sure we know what all your hard work is for. So now we honor you as legends, legends of the outdoors. Yeah, we honor you as legends, legends of the outdoors. Welcome to the place where the legend never dies. You're now legends of the outdoors. You're heroes in our eyes.